What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. So Sony announced their new 4K TVs for 2021, and they've been boasting this new and improved processor that's supposed to, change the game. However, it appears that these new TVs may indeed use the same SoC, use the same chip as last year's X900H. So I actually kind of joked about this when these TVs were first announced. Well, kind of half joked. I was half joking, half serious, because most TV companies, when they make a chip, they use it for a couple years, at least a few years. The X900H is the first Sony TV to use this SoC, and I think the only TV to use this SoC. And then they ditch it the following year or less than a year later with a completely new chip. That didn't really make sense to me. But now things may be clear. So this, I guess it's a Chinese forum, found this chart or made this chart. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know if this is legit. They could have easily made this up. So I'm going to label this as rumor for now. But honestly, it has a big chance of being true. So Sony, with these new TVs this year, have this new processor called the XR processor, right? But according to this chart, these new TVs, the X9500J and the X9000J, which would be this year's version of the X900H, still use the same MT5895 SoC. The same chip that's in the X900H. Now, it looks like they will be using this chip in addition to Sony's co-processor, which the other TVs did to give them smooth gradation, which, if you guys have been paying attention to the announcements of these new TVs, all these new TVs are going to have the smooth gradation feature that was lacking from the X900H. So on paper, at least, it's looking like this is pretty much the same chip that's in the X900H, just with smooth gradation and a new name. But it sounds like it's the same freaking chip. And when you think about it, kind of makes sense. So we had another feature of these new Sony TVs. All of these Sony TVs are now going to have both versions of Dolby Vision, both TV LED and player LED, right? The X900H is the first Sony TV to ever have that, and it was added via firmware, something people thought probably wasn't possible, right? These new TVs are also going to have variable refresh rate, but if you look at the listing, it's not going to be there at launch, or you're going to have to download the update for it to be there. The X900H doesn't have variable refresh rate yet. Maybe it doesn't have it, and maybe the new TVs don't have it because they're the same freaking chip. Like I told you guys in the last video, this TV is pretty much going to be the testing bed for all these TVs that Sony comes out with this year. And now it apparently, anyway, being the same chip, makes a lot of sense. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.